Hello! Welcome to my dorm. I stay here mga every other week na lang ngayon, no? Kasi yung institution namin nagkaroon ng alternating weeks na may pasok, na may face-to-face because of what's happening worldwide. So parang meron tayong para makapagtipid aside from para hindi na nahirapan yung mga estudyante at faculty, nag-alternating kami ng face-to-face classes. So yeah, here's my dorm. Normally, kung walang ganun, parang 3 days a week ako nandito. And solo ko siya, masaya siya, and I wanted also to change venue while I discuss about this being my 10th video. And I'm actually surprised na sinipag ako enough to make a 10th video. So, yung first experience ko of, doing videos, medyo nakakairita kasi mag-edit ng time na yon. So, yung time na yon, paulit-ulit akong nag-aano sa mukha ko. Parang, ba yan? Nag-edit ako? Puro mukha ko, puro boses ko, puro diba? So parang, for somebody who never actually enjoyed hearing myself or seeing myself on videos nung pandemic pa, online classes kasi noon, I had this full setup yung pandemic. And I hated hearing myself, I hated taking videos of myself, and minsan required yun if you want to go asynchronous classes, diba? So parang, yun. So ito yung gusto kong gawin for now, kasi kaya ko lang naman siya ginagawa dahil it's easier for a lot of my students or a lot of the people who ask me questions about life in general to actually look at my videos na may parang slides, and then instead of reading whatever it is I blog about. So, the things I learned, dami ko natutunan. 1, accidental teaching audit. Yan tawag ko sa kanya kasi pagka nagre-review ako or nag-edit ako, nakikita ko yung how I actually communicate. Parang, oh, is this how I talk in class? Like in face-to-face classes? Am I clear enough? Or is my ADHD like running all over the place? Ganyan. Which I actually notice in my videos. I do tend to go off my outline. But, part siya ng court ko. So, laki na lang ng pasalamat ko na may editing. At least, on some parts. No? So, siya, parang for me, it's good because I tend to like check kung ganyan ba ako magsalita in class, malinaw ba ako, nagagamit ko siya in real life. Yun. So, that's what I learned. Nagkaroon ako ng accidental teaching audit. Number 1. Number 2, oh my God, Canva is my friend. Yun. So, basically, Canva helps my brain. Minsan kasi yung bibig ko tsaka yung brain ko hindi nagtutugma ng gustong gawin. So, ayun, nakakatulong siya sa akin. Like, kuwari may mga mas stuff ako nakalimutang sabihin in a lot of my videos. And then, yung Canva, nakakapag-add ako ng speech bubbles to help me be a little bit more clear if hindi clear yung statements ko. Kasi unlike the classroom where students can ask me questions for clarifications, walang ganun sa ganito na nagsasalta ako in front of a camera. And ang funny thing dyan is, yun nga, I've started treating the camera as if I'm also talking to my students. So I'm a little bit more at ease now. Pero yun, may anxiety pa rin siya sa beginning, no? So parang Canva actually helps me with the brain versus my outline kind of struggle. So yun. Next, natutunan ko. Nakakainis mag-deal with wires. No? So, parang, yung una-una ko kasing setup, I had may headset, tas meron pa akong wiring na ganito. Pikon na ako sa kanya. Parang, ano ba yan? Ang dami-daming gulo-gulo. So, I was like, a lot of my videos, I was fidgeting with the wiring. Ewan ko, hindi lang siya kita sa baba. So, a lot of my videos were fidgeting with the wiring. And it's a little bit annoying to deal with that. Tapos minsan, nahihila pa niya pababa yung phone. So parang, ano ba? Tutumbay yung tripod ko kasi ang daming wire, bigat niya. So, I ended up like buying a mic for that. Yun nga lang, no? Yun yung third ko na natutunan na, okay, there's this mic that can help me like edit less. And then, parang I could actually use that for holding online classes, so that helps also. Kasi dati nung pandemic, I had this like whole setup na as in doon yung kalaki yung mic. Na in fact, minsan nagkakaraoke ako sa bahay. Kasi gusto ko yung gano'n. Ang sarap niya pakinggan na may pa siya, may mga para echo ganyan. Pero pag class, syempre, wala dapat yun. So, ayun, yun yung natuwa ako doon sa mic na bago. Ang hindi lang nakakatawa is number 4, learning about other problematic things about audio. No? So parang, yung audio editing, naririnig ko yung AC, sobrang lakas niya. So, inano ko na siya, parang sa voice ko lang siya nagko-concentrate. But sometimes it picks up things like, oh my God, pati yung mga lunok-lunok ko, yung mga ganun-ganun, nakakainis. Nakita ko, oh my gosh, hindi yan napipick up ng luma kong mic. Yung mga throat sounds, yung mouth, pag nag-dry siya, nandun. So parang, I had to learn how to edit, no? Even in Audacity, like, I was trying to record my gameplay video one time. It's in one of the videos. Parang wala lang, gusto ko mag-relax. So, gameplay video ako. And then, nakakainis kasi, gumamit ako ng Audacity kasi nga lakas niya, di ba, to isolate the voice. Kaso, di ba, syempre, Final Fantasy Ever Crisis yun, may Sephiroth yun na may chorus. So, nangyari, it knows that voices yun. So, parang yung chorus part ng background music, lumalakas siya, nag-blare siyang ganun. So, nakikipaglaban siya sa pananalita ko. So, yun. I learned to like adjust even yung settings nung kung saan ako naglalaro para lang hindi ko problema siya. Ay, so, yung ganun. Yung voice isolation, problema ko pa rin siya hanggang ngayon. And I've actually learned to do things like, how do I not hear my... I really hated that. Pag yun ba yung habit na yan, nakakainis. So, how do I not hear that? Na dumating pa yung point na ngumunguya ako ng green apples. Yeah, I learned that. Kung kailangan ko uminom ng tubig, kasi minsan nag-dry siya yung mouth mo, so kailangan din yun. Yun, so natutunan ko yun. Dami ko natutunan, kaya nakatutuwa, no? Because it's not just like editing. For somebody like me who gets frustrated with editing at hindi ko gusto ng editing, dami ko natutunan about how to do things naturally or how to yan, which leads me to the next point, which is 5th, the lighting, no? Lighting versus room layout, kasi yung layout ko sa bahay, if nanonood kayo ng mga luma kong videos, yung layout ko sa bahay may siya, andito yung shelf, andito yung desk ko, tapos nasa likuran ko yung balcony doors, and ang lakas sa ilaw, so parang meron akong halo na parang kukunin na ako ni Lord. Ganun yung dating niya. Iba pala siya pag nakaharap ako sa window. Like, in this case, this is the window of my dorm room. So, hindi ko kailangan bumili ng kasi liwanag niya, oh. Kitang-kita ko nga yung mga kung ano dyan. So, siya, yung how to utilize natural light, okay siya. Para hindi ka na bumili ng additional na lighting, diba? Para mas malinaw yung ano yung gusto mo sabihin. Kung halimbawa, if I tend to eat my words, at least nalilip-read nyo siguro yung gusto ko sabihin, no? So, parang, ang galing yung, natutunan ko siya yung lighting as applied to human beings and not on graphic design. Diba? So, yun. Yun yung natuwa ko sa kanya na natutunan ko while making videos. So, yun. Meron akong third point is war on wires. Fourth point is war on audio. My God. Tapos, fifth is war on lighting versus the layout of your room. No, so yun. Number 6, sanity check. So, wag dapat seryosohin lahat. Kasi meron one time na nakikita ko kasi doon sa YouTube content, something like how many likes versus dislike. Tapos there's one time na nakita ko, oh my God, may one dislike. Meron ba akong mali na nagawa doon sa in terms of how my thumbnails look or kasi parang meron ako isa na I had to change the thumbnail kasi nagbumukha siyang sa isang video ko, nagmukha siyang like, am I encouraging people to marry for money? Parang ganun yung dating ng thumbnail. in hindsight. So I had to like, oh my God, that's not what I meant. So I had to like change all of that. So yun. Pero kaya nga siya, tinatawag ko sanity check, number 6. Kasi hindi naman yun yung purpose ko na gumagawa ko ng videos. Kasi usually gumagawa ko ng videos by request. So hindi ko naman purpose na ano ba yung gusto ba ko ng tao or not. So hindi ako dapat nag-overthink over that. So hindi ko na titignan ngayon. Bala kayo dyan. Basta importante, yung bang tao na nag-request sa akin ng information or nag-request sa akin ng payo, nakarating ba sa kanya, na-appreciate ba niya, yun na lang yun. Yun yung importante. And number 7, lastly, oh my gosh, it's fun pala gumawa ng videos, but mostly because, yun, parang I'm learning a lot of things. Like, how can I improve my output, ganyan. Like, when I was editing first, yung first 2 videos ko, pikon na pikon ako kasi nga, puro mukha ako yun, tapos andito pa yung camera dito. So, yung lahat ng baba ko, kitang-kita. Parang, hindi ako natutuwa sa kanya. So, sabi ko, how do I make something na madaling magets nung nagtatanong yung points ko, yung points that I wanted to emphasize. At the same time, can I not look at my face all the time when I'm editing? Diba? So, okay, thank you, Canva. Balik ako kay Canva. Napaliit ko yung, I think I'm comfortable with, yung maliit, para lang ako nasa Twitch or para lang akong, let's player na, napaliit ko yung frame, like my face in one side and then all my bullet points in this whole screen para mas madaling tandaan. So, for me, doing that layout, learning things about other tools like Canva, Audacity, DaVinci Resolve, optimization, all of that, it's fun for me. Now, my problem is, may ADHD ako. So, ang issue ko na lang is, how do I sustain that? Like, I hope I continue doing this because it's interesting and I'm learning something new. And not because napipilitan ako. Kasi I remember, I've been blogging for a long time, since the 90s. And then at a certain point, I felt like I didn't want to write anymore. Or parang 4 times a year na lang ako nagsusulat kasi parang ang dami nangyayari sa life and a lot of those are in Instagram na lang, ganyan, parang stories na lang, ganyan. Natamad ba ako magkwento? But if ganito and a lot of people are still asking me questions, I'd rather like make it diba? And I'm learning something. So, interesting siya for me. So, yun lang talaga. Hindi ko naman balak mag-monetize. Because I really, my problem kasi with monetization is, it stops being fun if it gets monetized. Like, may hobby ako nun. May hobby ako ng vlogging. And then, when I suddenly started making websites for other people, hindi na siya fun. Diba? So, parang, addict ako sa Ragnarok dati. And when I started working in Level Up, hindi na rin siya fun again. So, I hope it doesn't turn out to be like that. Kaya I'm not after monetization. I'm after, like, I'm still learning. So, ayun. Just saying, na-enjoy ko ang last 10 videos ko because I'm learning something. So, ayun. Thank you guys for yung konting-konti na people na tumitingin dito kasi meron kayong gustong malaman at meron kayong tinatanong sa akin. I hope tuloy-tuloy pa rin kayo magtanong at saka para naman ma-inspire ako tuloy-tuloy din gawin to. Okay, thanks!